Hello there, Saber fans. Shamim here. Well, I'm kind of in love with this particular saber, so I want to share that love with you all. About a week ago, I was browsing Etsy looking for custom saber stuff, and this saber company called IlluminatedSaber, one word, IlluminatedSaber. I'd never heard of them before. It popped up in the search results, and they had 3 different sabers listed in their Etsy shop. And the first 2 really didn't speak to me, and they were certainly nice, but they weren't calling my name. But then I saw the Threshold, this particular hilt, entitled the Threshold, and I fell completely head over heels in love. And I don't think I've ever hit the buy now button faster. I hit the buy now button and added to my cart, and a couple days later, it showed up here on my doorstep, and I opened up the box, and it was magic. I mean, it was so beautiful. This is very clearly a Graflex inspired design. You know, you've got your T-grips, it's all silver, you've got a little control box area here, you've got the angled emitter. So it's very Graflex-esque, it's very Anakin, Darth Vader-esque. And countless of these Graflex-esque sabers exist. Ultra Saber, Saberforge, Vader's Vault, independent people. They've all kind of done their own take on the classic Darth Vader / Graflex design of the angled emitter and the control box, and then the T-grip design aesthetic. They've all kind of done that. And some of them are more successful than others. But this one just blew all of them out of the water for me personally. There are so many little details that I love. And, you know, at first you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, that's kind of simple. But the more you look at it, the more detail you can see. So the emitter has this angled cut, and then here you have a little bevel, rectangular bevel. You've got this brass greebly section up here with these 2 little screws. One of them for blade retention, and the other one is locking the this brass part in place. And then you've got a whole bunch of nice lines at different depths here, with a brass line going through the middle. Then you've got this raised section here with the brass control box, and the control box is quite unique. It's very reminiscent of existing control boxes, but it also is completely unique. And I love the design of it. You've got the line going through the middle of it with the 2 switches, 16 and 12 millimeter. You've got the little line going across the side of it. You've got the angled top and bottom edges there. And even on this, let's see if you can see it. So it's angled like this as well. It's just, there's a lot of angles on the control box, which I love. This recharge port section back here is quite lovely. It's actually a little reminiscent of the new Breath of the Wild Legend of Zelda game. This sort of design aesthetic of the circle with the line going through it. I don't know. It's a little Sheikah Slate Breath of the Wild inspired, which I love. This came out before Breath of the Wild, I believe, so it's not a direct influence. But these T-grips are machined, I believe it's all one part, and then they've been anodized black. So I love just the way that the grips are angled. I love the profile. They're very low profile. They're extremely comfortable to grip. And then you've got some diamond knurling down here on the pommel, which is beautiful. And then I added the speaker vent. It came with just a hole, and I added the speaker vent because it came empty, and I've installed electronics into it. Prizm V4 soundboard with an RGB LED. 28 millimeter base speaker. The internal diameter is perfect for the MHS chassis parts. So it's 1.25, I believe. And you have an MHS chassis holding the Prizm and the speaker and the battery in place here, all locked in place, nothing's rattling around. So you know, y'all know that I love the Graflex design, and this particular take on the Graflex, I love the little accents of brass here and there. It just elevates the hilt from a nice saber to something approaching art, in my opinion. So let's get her fired up.
Cyber Assassin.
very, very loud resonance in this particular hilt. I added a Graflex blade plug, just because, you know, it's Graflex inspired. So it's just one more little touch of brass there. Let's throw a blade in there and we can look through all the colors and the fonts. This is sort of a golden orange color right now. Green flash on clash. Now we've got yellow with a blue flash on clash. Green with orange flash on clash. This is royal blue. Purple flash on clash. Red. White flash on clash. And then this is a cyan. Yellow flash on clash. Purple. Blue flash on clash. And back to orange.
I am no Jedi.
This is fulcrum. Dark Meat. Of all the default sound fonts on both NEC and Plector boards, I think Dark Meat is my favorite.
You have that power too.
Graflex 7. You gotta have a Graflex font on there. I mean, that's a Graflex inspired hilt after all. Skyrim Greatsword. I just love this font. And finally,
This is a fact.
Tanelka, Warrior Princess. So yeah, the IlluminatedSaber Threshold. One of my favorite lightsaber designs from any company. I really, really love everything about this hilt design. And the shipping was incredibly fast. The craftsmanship is top quality. I love that it's all very easy to install. The holes come pre-drilled. Everything is basically ready for install. Incredibly straightforward and easy to put together, especially since it's MHS sized internally. You just throw some chassis discs in there and you're good to go. So yeah, let me just go ahead and show off the chassis real quick. Very simple to do. Unscrew the pommel. There's a lot of threading on all of the parts. So it's threaded with the pommel. It threads here and here. So you got your emitter section comes off, then your switch section is here, and then your main body. So you've got your 28mm speaker there. Give it a few taps, and it starts to slide out It's very tight, which is the way I like it. Means it's not going to go anywhere. So there's your chassis discs from Custom Saber Shop. This is the, I think, V5 speaker mount. Brass rods. You've got your 440 rods. You got your battery. You got your soundboard with SD card access right there. You can see. So yeah, slide that back in. And then I use the pommel to push it all the way back in. Solid. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I am in love with this. I hope that you guys like it. The link is below, so go check out IlluminatedSaber. Throw some business their way. They do some great stuff. And I look forward to seeing what else they come out with, because I think I've just seen the 3 sabers. I'd love to see some new designs from them as well. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. May the Force be with you.